Joshua Parry is one of the best writers in the RPG scene right now. As a matter of fact, his adventure, Call from the Deep, a best-selling adventure, Call from the Deep, was wildly well received by a great big audience, and my players absolutely loved it, and I absolutely loved running it. JVC Parry, or Joshua like I like to call him, is really well known for creating adventures that have everything a D&D adventure should have. I'm talking role-playing, combat, exploration, humor, wickedness, and he always creates these fast-paced adventures that go off of an idea, a crazy new idea that I wouldn't have been able to come up with myself. In its core, the adventures by JVC Parry are simplistic, but they are executed in such a great way that once you start running them, you really want to reach the end. And now, he's got a new one. Hi there fellow role players and game masters, my name is Mr. Trosk and I probably do not have to introduce Joshua Parry to you. Joshua Parry is the guy that helped me write my own adventure. As a matter of fact, he's the co-writer of my own adventure that is on DriveThruRPG right now. It's called Isle of the Dreaded Accursed. Link in the description below. If you want to support me as a YouTuber, hit the subscribe button, but also go over there and buy the freaking adventure because it really helps a small YouTuber and a writer like JVC Parry out a lot. But enough of that. Shadow Under Hardflint Hall is a new Kickstarter by Joshua Parry. Now, don't be mistaken. If you back this Kickstarter, you will have your hands on this adventure really quickly. And the reason for that is it's done. It's already done. And that's a great thing. Joshua is a freelance writer, so he does a lot of writing for different companies, does a lot of writing for himself. So he is in this position where he can just between sessions of writing for other people, he can probably just work on his own stuff, and now he has created Shadow Under Hardflint Hall. It's the first time I hear about it, and he just dropped it on Kickstarter, and it already made its goal, as you can see, but it's just something that I want to point out and give my opinion on. It is a tier 1 adventure. That brings players from level 1 all the way to level 5, and it goes off of this really cool ID. This is not going to be a very long video because there's not a lot to it other than that you can back it as a PDF. And you can back it as a physical copy, like you can see here. But there is a catch. There's something that gives you enormously great value. And I want to talk about that quickly as well. Shadow Under Hardflint Hall, man, that's a mouthful, is elevator pitch, a fast-paced, action-packed adventure with combat, exploration, and roleplay. Long story short, there is this town called, I'm going to have to, there is this town called Sharpstone, and there was this, and this is the cool thing, what Joshua does, right? He creates this setting that I haven't seen before. So there is this town called Sharpstone, and it is completely in chaos because there was an earthquake, a big earthquake. So I've never used earthquakes in my game, natural earthquakes. I've never seen an adventure written about an earthquake before in any games or any books or whatever, so that's new and that's cool. So the characters arrive probably in this town, and there was this earthquake, and they can help the locals out by probably picking people up from the debris, or I don't know, reviving people, helping out generally, and they already get rewarded and become like small-time heroes just for randomly helping out. Then they are tasked with getting resources because the town was hit by an earthquake, so it needs resources. Probably needs water, it needs food, it needs bread, whatever. So they go out, have a bunch of, they travel a bunch of days, and they come back to deliver these resources. And that's when an evil wizard has taken over the town. And they've taken the people from the town hostage. And they actually give the players the choice. Do you want to free the villagers, or do you want to turn around and walk away, right? So, yeah, if the players the characters want to free the villagers from Sharpstone, they have to go into Hardflint Hall, which was an old dwarven fortress which was overrun by undead, all kinds of wicked creatures, and yeah. That's the main thing. They have to go in there, find a staff that this wizard needs, give this staff to the wizard, and then the wizard will free the villagers. Now, all sounds a bit too good to be true, and there's not more information on the Kickstarter page about it, but it's probably too good to be true, knowing Joshua Parry. So there's probably going to be a major plot twist, there's probably going to be somebody screwing somebody, and I absolutely love it and can't wait to read it. I will, by the way, review this adventure on my channel as soon as I get my hands on it. Now the cool thing is it's already written, so as soon as this Kickstarter ends, you can expect it in your mailbox as a PDF very soon. If you backed it as a physical, you're probably going to need to wait a little bit longer, so but still it is worth it because the prices are, first of all, the prices are good. Like the PDF is £10. Softcover plus PDF is just £15, which is a really good deal. Then there is the JVC Parry bundle. I want to quickly talk about this. If you take the JVC Pendy bundle, JVC Parry bundle, PDF bundle, you get Shadow Under Hardflint Hall PDF, Drakkar PDF, Drakkar Unlocked Expansions PDF, Peculiar Children PDF, and Polterfungeist PDF. Now, you might have never heard about these things. Drakkar is a mini RPG where you sail a Viking kind of style spaceship through space and try to survive and find a new home for your people. I've played this with Joshua Parry as the dungeon master, like the game master actually. I had an amazing time. This is like the perfect mini RPG to if you have like a weekend in a cabin with some friends or some family, you bring this one and you just have an hour or two, maybe 3 hours of just plain fun, beginning to end, and at the end probably everybody dies because it's really hard. Joshua made it really, really hard. So you get the PDFs of these. Now there's also a goal where you get like the print and the PDF for all of them, but that's already sold out, so I'm sorry for that. Now, is there much more to it? No, at this moment there isn't much more to it, and except for the stretch goals. So he already made about £5,000, so he already unlocked new 5e monsters, color art throughout, but there will be a full color town map, there can be a full color dungeon map, a bookmark gift for physical backers, and NPC postcards. Now, something that needs to be said about this is a standalone adventure, meaning that everything in it is either from the standard SRD rules of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, so you can use, it probably uses a lot of monsters from that, but they already unlocked a stretch goal where JVC Parry or whoever creates new 5e monsters, and all of those monsters will be, like everything not from the SRD will be in the book itself, so it's completely standalone. You actually don't need anything else than just a set of dice and a few character sheet and some people around the table, right? So I want to quickly talk about the team, just really quickly. Shout out Julia King. Julia King is a graphic designer, layout artist. She's doing the layout for Isle of the Dreaded Cursed, and she's doing an amazing job. Just quick shout out. And I have no idea who this guy is, just random guy from the UK or something like that. Anyway, Shadow Under Hardflint Hall, expect a review very soon on my channel, but if you want to help him out, if you want to help Joshua Parry out, make sure to back it, make sure to grab it for yourself if you're looking for a tier 1 adventure, because I have a lot of those situations where I start out a new game but I never know what to play in the first tier of the game, so I just toss some goblins around and some orcs and some trolls, but this looks like a really good introductory campaign slash adventure to run from level 1 to 5, fast-paced, action-packed, probably a lot of role-playing in there, exploration in there, so make sure to check it out, link in the description below, and until next video, bye-bye.